Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining. This is our Zoom about our diversity, equity, inclusion group that we started here at Maimonides a year ago. And we just wanted to kind of tell you guys a little bit about us so that you can have some information to what we're doing and what we're trying to accomplish here at MIMO. So I can tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Sarah. I'm a PGY2 now. And I actually did a rotation here at Maimonides 2 years ago as a med student. I met Arlene at New York City ASAP and Sally Bogosh, who's no longer here. But they were really great, and they talked a little bit about Maimonides, which was a place I genuinely never heard of. So shout outs to you guys for joining us and like actually hearing about us. So I heard them talking, and it was a really great conversation, and they were very personable, and I was just like, wow, they seem like really cool. Like, there are a lot of female faculty here. This is definitely something I want to be a part of. Arlene had like pink highlights. I was like, this is a really cool program director. So I definitely wanted to know more about them. So I kept contact and then ended up coming here for a rotation my fourth year. And when I rotated fourth year, it was really, really busy. It was really, really crazy. I did 3 rotations my fourth year because COVID didn't exist, so we could do as many as we wanted. So I did 3, and Maimonides like blew everybody else out the water. Like, it was definitely really busy, but I always say that I feel like in that month of med school was the most I've ever learned in all 4 years of med school. Like, I stand by that statement like 100%. You see a lot, you learn a lot, the people are amazing, and I genuinely fell in love with them. And I was like, I already know this is where I want to go. Every single rotation or every single interview I went on, I genuinely compared everything to Maimonides. And I was like, oh, they don't really compare. Mimo's still at the top. Like, I'm still going to Mimo. So that's my story. I also did Sophie Davis undergrad. So I went to school in Harlem, and then I finished I finished my medical school in Albany, and then I came back to Brooklyn. As far as starting the DEI group, the one thing that I felt like I really, really wanted to see at Maimonides was more faculty and residents of color. And I felt like that was the one thing that I really, really wanted to be involved with. So I remember even speaking to Arlene on my interview day, and I made it very known that if I were to match here, that I would want to start a diversity, equity, and inclusion group, that I would want to try and get more applicants of color to apply to our program, to become a part of our program. And I'm going to continue to do that until I graduate and probably after. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. Hannah's going to talk really quickly too about things that we did with the diversity, equity, and inclusion group so far this year.
Hey guys, thanks Sarah. My name's Hannah. Like Sarah said, it's kind of weird to talk to the abyss of people I can't see, but I'm from Arkansas, born and raised, went to med school there, went to college there, and now here at Maimonides for random reasons, but I'm here. I just wanted to give you guys more information about the DEI group that Sarah and I started, mostly spearheaded by Sarah, but we definitely were interested in getting more representation from URMs in our program, not just like in applicants, but also we wanted to incorporate some of that stuff into our curriculum as well. I'm so sorry, my dog is always tries to come in whenever I talk on Zoom. But some of the things that we've been working on this year, one is we created the committee itself. We've been active throughout the year. During Black History Month, we had a conference where we highlighted people in medicine of color and all the contributions that they've given to medicine. We've also been able to involve one of our pediatric, I believe she's the director of the PEDS residency in the pediatric department. Her name's Ingrid Walker. Dr. Ingrid Walker Descartes, who she came and spoke with us about implicit bias, as well as like some of the challenges of URMs in medicine. So we've been trying to incorporate that stuff in our curriculum. But one of our big things, especially at the beginning of the year, is our involvement with recruitment, to try to make sure that people who are in the underrepresented minority category are represented in not just like our interview list, but also are represented in our match list. So we're working really diligently this year to try to get people of underrepresented minorities more represented Maimonides. I know someone later will come and speak about, just the diversity at our program, but, MIMO is a place where we use a translator app on like a daily basis. Like most people in South Brooklyn are come from very, very different perspectives and like different ethnic groups, but we as a residency want to represent all of those groups fairly and equally. And right now we want to expand our residency in order to allow that. So those are just some of the things we've done. One of my other like subset things is like I do women in medicine. Kat will come and speak about that as well. But MIMO has a great representation of women in medicine. I will say that's one thing that like brought me here when I was super impressed with was how many females that we have in our program, and how like welcoming I feel as a female. I don't feel like out of place or weird. And I come from the South where it's a little bit more male dominant. And so that was like something that like was really new to me that I noticed I wanted to be involved in. So those are just some of the things we've done this year. And we'll continue to work on some more initiatives for this coming year. And we would love for you guys to come and join us and be a part of that with us.